Hi everybody, it's Brian Medford with the AutoTrader Classics. And I'm here at the Daytona Spring Turkey Run, speaking to people about their cars, and who I have here is Steve.
Hi Brian.
How you doing, Steve?
I am well.
Now, Steve has a special car here that I don't think enough people really know about. And what you think seeing behind me is just a Fox body Mustang. It's not quite what you think. So Steve, tell me a little bit about your car.
Well, this is all recent knowledge, Brian. This is a 1990 7-Up Mustang, and a couple of months back we had no knowledge of such a car existing. We have a nephew who's a big Mustang enthusiast who is down in South Florida in Loxahatchee, and when we decided to come in this direction to winter in Central Florida, we thought it might be fun to become part of the car scene, and asked him if he'd look around a little bit, and here we have the results.
Wow. So he kind of bird dogged the car for you.
Very much so. Had a lot of know-how that my wife and I certainly didn't. This is my wife's car.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. Now, you've done a few things to it. Nothing permanent, but you've hopped it up a little bit because you've got a background in drag racing.
Well, yes, I do have a background in drag racing. 40 years NHRA, but stepped away from that when a grandson became of age to become a way better driver than I ever had been or would be. But the car had some modifications to it that matched up with what the weak points seemed to be, but yet remained all of the classic appearances of the car. So in my search, I learned quickly that the 5-speed transmission that came in these cars, which were a limited production car, didn't fare very well over time. So the previous owner had put in a Tremec 5-speed and an aftermarket clutch, and put some 16-inch pony rims.
They look nice on it.
And tires on it. So it was the right combination for me with as a hot rodder in my blood, but at the same time I like to maintain the classic features of this unique car, which is one of about 1,300 of these cars that were 5-speeds that were made.
And now you hear what he said, one of only about 1,300 Fox body like this. I know a guy recently bought one of these cars, and the person selling it had no idea what it was and sold it basically as a used beat-up Mustang. You got to look out, folks. You need to take a look at, do your research on, there are special edition Fox body Mustangs, not just the Cobra R, not just the high-end stuff, but they did all kinds of cool little editions, and they're going to be popular in the future. I think you've done a great job picking up what is definitely going to be a classic. It already is a classic, but I think on down the road, you're going to be very happy with your investment.
This has been a lot of fun for us because there are so many people, as was the case for us, where you learn about the uniqueness of it and hadn't heard about it previously, and then as you begin to take note of that, I was thumbing through a Mustang publication going some years back, 2004, 2005, somewhere in that vicinity, and the article had to do with Fox bodies and which of them were among the most unique. And there sat the Mustang 7-Up 90 LX in the top 10 listing for those cars, and one of the pictures that accompanied the article had a picture of the 7-Up Mustang with the advisory, best not to be hot rodded.
Hear that, folks? If you buy it, don't throw Flowmasters on it. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Well, Steve, your car caught my eye walking through here. It's a fantastic car. I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed driving it. How often do you drive it, you say?
It's a weekly occurrence with us, sometimes more than once a week. We do some cruise-ins and selective car shows, but we also use it for special events. If we want to go to a state park or something like that, and it's a nice day, we put the top down, button the boot on, and off we go.
You hear that, folks? Steve says drive it. I agree with Steve. I say drive it. So stop parking the car in the garage, get out, drive. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it.
Our pleasure, Brian. Thank you very much for your interest and the chance to talk with you.